Hey everyone, so I'm gonna do my update on my doctor's appointment from this morning. It was absolutely chaotic, and right before I left I went ahead and took an OPK, and it was almost positive. I can tell if you can see that very well. Sorry, such a bad glare. It was almost positive, and so I was kind of curious because I haven't seen one get that dark in forever. So I was kind of hopeful that I would end up ovulating. So I ended up going to my appointment. I got there like 2 minutes before because it's an hour and a half away, and I was really rushing to get there. And I guess when I got there it was 5 minutes after their time, but they told me that I was scheduled for yesterday and not today. So then I was like, well, I just drove an hour and a half to get here, you know, it's very inconvenient. So they were like, okay, well, we're gonna try to squeeze you in and stuff. I told her, I was like, the lady had told me I'll see you tomorrow, so I don't know what happened. But then they squeezed me in. I ended up sitting in the office for about 30 minutes, and I told them that Ava had an appointment at 10:10 as well. So I was there till, I was in the office till about 9:30, just waiting, and then she finally came in, and the first thing the doctor asks me is stuff about contraceptive and everything, and she's like, are you using any birth control and all that stuff? And I was like, no, I do not, and I do not want to be on anything. She's like, well, what about an IUI and all that stuff? And I was like, I don't want to be on any birth control, no form of contraceptive for me, thanks. But it's like she just didn't understand that, you know, or she was just kind of irritated that I didn't want to be. But I get so irritated about people's decisions on, hi baby, on us having another child, you know. It's like, it's our choice, not yours. So I was upset because I had scheduled to be with my doctor that I've seen at least 3 or 4 times, and since it wasn't scheduled today, I had to be with a doctor that didn't even know me, and I didn't know her, and she didn't know my situation or anything. Ava baby, honey, do you want some Cheerios? Hold on, I'm gonna give her some Cheerios. Mommy's gonna give you some Cheerios, okay? Oh goodness, those look yummy, huh? I know I look a little lazy, but so then she was talking to me about who diagnosed me with PCOS. Like, she needed to call and find out and talk to that person about me having PCOS, and it's like she didn't believe me or something. So I told her, and then she was talking about how metformin is for diabetics, and because she was asking if I was diabetic. I was like, no. So she said it was used for diabetics and stuff, and or unless you're like insulin resistant. And my first thought was, yes, I know this, but I was on it 2 years ago by the doctor here at a clinic. And she's like, what doctor was that prescribed you? It's like, why do you need to know all these doctors' names, first off? It's just, it was really weird. And so what else did she ask me? She was asking about like my exercise routine, and I told her right now I'm not doing anything because it's winter and we don't go out very much during the winter. It's very icy out. And she was like, well, even just walking 30 minutes a day is fine. And I told her, you know, I don't want to walk out in the ice. If I slip, that's not a good thing. So it was just obnoxious. And I told her that me and my husband were thinking of investing in a Wii, and she just kind of looked at me like that was a joke, you know, like, okay. It's like she doesn't understand what Wii has on it. I mean, we did the Wii Just Dance for about 2 hours the other day, and I lost 2 pounds from it, and I think that was the most I've ever exercised in a very, very long time, at least since I've met my husband. So, and she looks so little. Amy, you look so little from here. Anyway, well, she is little, but of course. Hi, baby. You're just such a distraction. And she was like, well, don't you guys have a gym? And I was like, okay, yeah, we do. Hi, Dylan. Babysitting my neighbor's son. So So she was asking me all these weird questions, and are you watching me? Usually I do this when there's nobody around.
I'm gonna get in the video too.
Okay. In about 5 minutes, I'll call you in when it's the end, and you can say hi, okay?
Okay.
Okay. So I was just kind of upset about that and stuff, but then she checked me and stuff, and she's like, well, you might actually just be ovulating right now. And she was saying that she'd probably put me on a progesterone instead of metformin or something. So she wanted me to go back to the lab and get my blood drawn, and so I went back there, and they were like, well, the line is really busy and blah blah blah, so if you can come back in 30 minutes. So we went around the corner and checked the other office, and they're like, well, we're pretty busy too. So I had to be at Ava's appointment. I was already 10 minutes away from having to be to her appointment, and that's like a 15-minute drive from there. So I ended up having to call her office and her doctor's office and let them know that she was going to be late. They're like, as long as you're not more than 15 minutes late, then we won't cancel it. So luckily I got there about 10 minutes late, and she got that done. And then I had to go back to the office and get my blood drawn, and
go to Mommy's office.
And so
and Christmas is over.
Yes, Christmas is over. Are you making fun of the fact that I still have my tree up? I'm getting a box. I'm ordering a box in a few minutes for it.
Can I play this flag?
Yeah, just don't keep it away from your face, and keep it away from Ava too, because it's pokey on the top, okay? Be careful. So yeah, it was a very, very obnoxious day, and I was just so frustrated. I was so mad, and I was like, usually I don't overreact about things like this. It's a cool video. He's 4 years old. Anyway, so it was not fun. And usually I'm pretty positive about things, and I just let it go with the flow. But I was having to be back and forth constantly all day long, and it was just very, very difficult day. So, but so then, since I was sitting there, I was thinking, well, you know what, I was supposed to get my period yesterday, and I'm having all these signs and symptoms. So I was like, well, maybe I might actually be pregnant. So I went ahead and bought 2 pregnancy tests and stuff, 2 first response. And I came home and I took that one, and then I took an OPK as well. Sure enough, the first response is negative, but the OPK was very, very positive. So we are very excited about that. So we're officially in our 2-week wait. I just thought it was the most ironic thing that I intended on going to my appointment, get put on metformin to help me ovulate, and I ovulated on my own, and the very same day. So I think that's absolutely hilarious. Are you gonna wave to everybody, baby? Wave? Wave? Do you want a little sister or brother? Do you want a little sister? Now you're waving. I think she's pooping. I found that she is very, very terrified of automatic toilets and the automatic hand dryers in bathrooms. They scare her to death. She will cry and cry and cry. She's had a rough day too, because with us living so far away, it's really hard to do everything, and Daniel couldn't take the day off of work, so I had to go by myself. And even if I had to go in the store just to get one thing, I had to get her out and stuff, and so I'd have to wake her up. So she's pretty overwhelmed too. So we both pretty much had a very exhausting day. And now I got to babysit for the evening for my neighbor, and Daniel went with them too. They're going to an award banquet. He does all the pictures and stuff. And then I got to be up at 5 in the morning to go to work. So yeah, it's gonna be a tough week. What are you raving? So just so everybody knows, in that video yesterday, the rest that got cut out was really not all that important. It was just me rambling on and stuff. So, but yeah, I really went in with the intentions of being put on metformin, and I just don't see why she has a problem with putting me on it. It's like, I know my body, and I was put on it, you know, and it helped regulate my cycle, and it just, you know, it made things better. It didn't make it 100%, but it made it better. So for someone to try to manipulate the way that my body is being ran, like, you know, and so of course she's going to call me in a couple days to give me the results probably and tell me what she wants me to put on. But now that I ovulated, I'm not going to go on it until after I make sure I'm not pregnant. So she's probably going to get irritated by that. I'm going to go in and say, so you remember the day you said I was ovulating? Well, guess what? I'm pregnant now. She'll probably be irritated by that. I don't see why. I come across so many doctors that seem to have a problem with me, Ava, with me being pregnant again. I don't know if it's like a lot to do with their hospital on whether or not they all know the situation and they don't want me to be pregnant again because they know that they will definitely be liable if they mess up again, and I will definitely not put up with it. So, Ava, did you find your Cheerio? Yay! You're so silly. She is so excited today. She's sitting in the shopping carts and stuff, and she just felt like such a big girl. She's looking at everything and getting all excited. So, yes, you were. Yes, you were. Yeah. So, again, we have positive OPK. I can never get this right, you guys. I'm horrible at this. And so, it was funny because when I was taking both of them, I shouted from the bathroom, like, it's definitely positive. And he's like, the pregnancy test? I was like, no, it's just the OPK. So, does Dylan have your toy? Dylan have your monkey? All right, Dylan, come say hi. But you gotta do it quietly, okay? Say hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Can you tell everybody how old you are again? You're 4?
I just go to big kids school.
Big kids school, huh?
Da 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 da.
What language are you speaking?
Well, both the both.
Okay. Anyway, so I'll talk to you all later on, and thank you everyone for watching, and I'll keep you guys posted on our 2-week wait journey. So yeah, this is technically vlog number 1 of my TTC for number 2. Finally. So anyway, thank you everyone for watching, and have a great day. Bye.